What's goody YTBC? What's good fight fans, boxing heads around the world? B Marsh with another boxing video. So this is my breakdown and prediction for this WBC bantamweight fight, title fight that we having out I think it's out of Japan. You know what I'm saying? And this is the man Shinsuke Yamanaka, 25 and 0, two draws. How many KOs does he have? I want to see, what is it? Maybe 18? Or is it 16? You know what I'm saying? And he's going against Anselmo Moreno. I think 41 and 4 losses. 41 wins, 4 losses. And I think about 12 knockouts. You know what I mean? Not too many for the man Anselmo Moreno. You know what I mean? Well, ladies and gents, this is a rematch. You know what I'm saying? The WBC champion at bantamweight is the man Shinsuke Yamanaka. You know what I mean? He's a guy, and actually, this is a rematch, like I said. And you know, he's actually on the pound for pound list on the Ring magazine. I think he's like number 9 or 10. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, the man Shinsuke Yamanaka is defending his title again, you know, against Anselmo Moreno. Since they fought, I don't know if Shinsuke has fought since they last fight, but I know Moreno has had a stay busy fight in between, you know what I mean? He fought a guy from Thailand not too long ago. I can't even remember his name, you know what I'm saying? Those names are crucial, man. Crucial. You gotta see these guys every day to remember their names, you know what I mean? But you know, Shinsuke Yamanaka is a guy who I've seen a few of his fights. You know what I'm saying? This right here, the film study right here, is definitely the first fight they fought out in Japan. You know, and you know, the man Shinsuke Yamanaka, in my opinion, you know, this was a very close fight, man. A close fight. You know what I'm saying? A fight where I had the first fight I had a draw, you know what I'm saying? I had it a draw, 114, you know what I mean? The man Shinsuke Yamanaka, in my opinion, he dominated the first 4 rounds, you know, then Anselmo Moreno started coming back. He won the next 4 rounds, so I had it a tie, I think, after 8 rounds, you know what I mean? Then the championship rounds was basically a back and forth, you know what I'm saying? From round 11 and 12, round 9 and 10, it was a back and forth affair, you know what I'm saying? You know, both guys hurt each other actually in this fight, you know what I mean? I believe Moreno hurt dude. He hurt Shinsuke Yamanaka, I believe, I think it was in the ninth round. And the man Yamanaka hurt him. He hurt Moreno in, I think, the 10th round, you know what I'm saying? And again, these are two guys we have who are southpaws, two southpaws, you know what I'm saying? So you check it, you know, I think it's going to be a good fight, man. It's going to be a good fight. And, you know, the keys to victory for both these southpaws, you know, the man Shinsuke Yamanaka, I think, is definitely a guy who fights more on his toes than does Anselmo Moreno, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The man Moreno is a guy who for the most part in this fight was more fighting flat-footed, you know what I'm saying? You check it, but the man Yamanaka was definitely more fighting on his toes, you know what I'm saying? You know, definitely had better movement. Not that it was so much better, and not that the man, what's his name, didn't display any, the man Moreno didn't display any movement. It's not like he was just flat-footed the whole time. But in my opinion, in the rounds he lost, he was too flat-footed, you know what I'm saying? And I think when the rounds he won, the man started coming back, you know what I'm saying, and giving a good effort, you know what I'm saying, and definitely landing some more harder punches, you know, and he was definitely the more aggressive fighter when he was moving, you know what I'm saying, and you know, the man Yamanaka, you know what I'm saying, I think this guy's key to victories is basically fighting like he did in the first half of the fight, you know, being the boxer, using his jab, you know what I'm saying, using nice movement, you know what I'm saying, basically throwing punches and getting out of there before the man Moreno could set up, you know what I mean? And you know, I think that was his best way of winning the fight, you know what I'm saying? And Moreno, in my opinion, you know, I think the man is a better counter puncher. You know what I'm saying? And that's to me how he was winning the latter rounds, at least the rounds where, you know what I'm saying, you know, he wasn't doing too well in the beginning. But in the rounds that he did win, the man was the better counterpuncher. And like I said, he was more aggressive. You know what I mean? He was the come forward fighter instead of waiting, just waiting for the counterpunch. You know what I mean? Just waiting for Yamanaka to throw so he can counterpunch. So, I think the man Moreno, his keys to victory is, being the aggressive fighter, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if Yamanaka could hurt him, but he did. He did actually hurt him. And vice versa. He hurt him too, you know what I'm saying? But, at that point in time, there were more taking chances. These were in the ninth and the 10th rounds that they hurt each other, you know what I mean? Because in the first 4 rounds, it was almost like a chess match, you know what I'm saying? And Yamanaka was winning the chess match. You check it. And when the man Moreno started more throwing a variety of punches and being the aggressor, I think he definitely displayed, you know what I'm saying, a better punch variety. And he was beating Yamanaka more thoroughly in the 4 rounds he did win, from round 4 to 8 than Yamanaka did from round 1 to 4. You know what I'm saying? So, this one, in my opinion, is definitely a 50-50 fight. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the first fight I had a draw, you know what I mean? And Moreno used to be on the pound for pound list, you know what I'm saying? I remember when he even stepped up in weight, because he was unbeaten at bantamweight. He was a WBA bantamweight champ, and he went up to challenge Abnamares. You know what I'm saying, for the 122 super bantamweight strap. A fight he lost, but he went back down in weight. You know what I'm saying. And the man Yamanaka, I'm sorry, Moreno is a guy. In my opinion, if he beats Yamanaka, I think this could definitely put him back in consideration to be on the pound for pound list. You know what I'm saying? He's a guy, like I said, with 41 wins and only 4 losses. And if he wins this coming up Saturday, that'll be his 42nd win. You know what I mean? And the guy definitely is a guy who, he's a champion. You know what I'm saying? He's a long time champion from Panama, and I think if he just stays behind his jab and boxes and also is aggressive, because that's what I think the man Yamanaka would want him to do, to try to be a boxer and try to be a counterpuncher. But I think the man Moreno needs to be aggressive and also box in spurts, you know what I'm saying? And just don't give the man Yamanaka different looks, you know what I mean? Because Yamanaka is definitely the favorite to win this fight, you know what I'm saying? So, it's a 50. This is a hard pick for me, ladies and gents, because, the last fight, like I said, it was 50-50, and so was this fight. I had it a draw, you know what I mean? And, the man Yamanaka, when he got hurt, you know what I'm saying, he got caught with a vicious right hand, and both of these guys, when they did catch each other, it was during exchanges, you know what I'm saying, from punches they didn't see, you know what I'm saying. Yamanaka got caught with a vicious right hand off the counter punching from Moreno, and Moreno got caught in between an exchange with a vicious left hook. You check it. So you know what I'm saying, it's tough to call who's gonna win this fight, and the fight is in Japan. You know what I'm saying, and I think I'm gonna have to go with the upset special this weekend. I gotta pick an upset special. I can't just pick all the favorites. You know what I'm saying. That won't make it any fun, you know what I mean? So I think I'm going to go with Anselmo Moreno, you know what I'm saying? Anselmo Moreno, I got him becoming a champion again, getting the WBC strap from Yamanaka. It's going to be in Japan. It's going to be a hard task. Both of these guys, they know each other well now from this first fight they had. And, I think Yamanaka, his best bet is to try and box, make this a chess match, you know what I'm saying? And the man Moreno, I think his best bet to win this fight is to be aggressive. He only has 12 knockouts in his career, but best believe he was landing them left hands, you know what I mean? He was landing them left hands, and they were hurting the man Yamanaka. You checking? So let me know in the comment section who you guys think gonna win this fight, man. I think I'm gonna go with Anselmo Moreno, probably win this fight by another split decision. You know what I'm saying? That's what the first fight was, a split decision. So I got him winning a split decision. It's going to be hard to do it in Japan. So that means on the real, he's going to have to really kind of almost blow him out the water just to get a split decision. You know what I'm saying? Or they might give him a draw. You know what I mean? But I'm going to commit, and I'm going to say split decision. How many rounds does Anselmo Moreno really win in this fight? I probably have it 7-5, you know what I'm saying? 7-5. So let me know in the comment section who you think's gonna win this fight. Anselmo Moreno versus Shinsuke Yamanaka for the WBC bantamweight strap. And if, like I said, if Moreno wins this fight, I think he should be considered to be a guy on the pound for pound list again, like he used to be, I believe, in about '08 and '09. Alright, B Marsh Boxing, thanks for listening. Peace.